How are you, mate? Grab a seat.
Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, good. Oh, thanks for the beer. Good to see you, mate. How have you been?
I'm not suffering from the Hiddlestons, as you may be.
Ooh. Yeah.
Someone's not quite enjoying The Night Manager from BBC and HBO.
Not as much as I thought I would.
I enjoyed it myself, and I kind of enjoyed the slower pacing, and I liked Elizabeth Debicki's performance and Hugh Laurie. Did you find him a bit too boring or moody?
I do enjoy it. I like it, and I like the production. I think it's good. Production values are good. Acting is really good. I just find him unconvincing.
As an ex-military serviceman or wannabe spy, or just as an actor in general?
In that role, I think, probably, yeah. It's more, he's supposed to be irresistibly attractive to women and totally beguiling to someone as smart, seemingly, and conniving as Roper, who just falls for his...
Is Roper the character played by Hugh Laurie?
Yeah.
Right.
But he just has this way about him where there'll be a close-up of him and he just does his big toothy smile. I just find myself going, why is he smiling? That wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't that funny. And this is a really high-pressure situation. Are you doing that because you're an idiot, or are you doing that to try and make them think that you're totally relaxed? I think that part of it was he is in character, making them think that he's totally comfortable dealing arms. But often he would have this weird sort of smirk on his face.
So he plays in the
It's almost like he can't help it.
TV adaptation, correct me if I'm wrong, from memory, he's an ex-SAS soldier who then helps out MI6 or MI5, I always confuse those two, helps out the UK equivalent of the CIA to pose as an arms dealer to try and sting Hugh Laurie's character, who's an arms dealer.
Yeah, that's more or less right, except he doesn't so much as pose as an arms dealer. He sort of ingratiates himself into Roper's trust and inner circle by they stage a kidnapping of his son. Sorry, spoiler alert. They stage a kidnapping of his son. He comes to the rescue, gets beaten up by other agents who are in on it, who are posing as kidnappers. Roper has his suspicions, but he's able to alleviate them somehow by sort of smirking and smiling along. It's kind of, anyway.
Yeah.
But one question I had for you was, he had a very public romance with Taylor Swift. Hiddleswift, as they became known to the paparazzi and TMZ and Daily Mail. And at one point, Taylor threw a big 4th of July party at her big house on the beach in the Hamptons, which a lot of photographs appeared in, published.
That's the one that has that photograph, which they call Sad Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
So that's the one where, as I recall, there's 3 couples posing.
Yeah.
It resembles the front cover of a Gap catalogue.
Yeah. Each girl is sitting on their male partner's lap.
Yeah. And there's a meme which basically zooms in to Ryan Reynolds' face.
Yeah.
And everyone's smiling except him. And all those memes basically have essentially speech clouds popping out of his mouth, basically saying, "Why am I here?" That's awesome.
And that was not quite a year ago.
Yeah. And also, once you get tagged with a name like Bradgelina, or what was Jen Fleck called?
Bopez.
No.
J-Bo.
Benifer. Once you take Benifer or Bradgelina or Hiddleswift, what happens is people start to doubt the sincerity of your relationship, the authenticity of your relationship. Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes.
Yep.
And then your relationship's popularity or reputation begins to kind of become more popular than you and possibly burdens your career. It's a ball and chain.
Yep. And I don't think Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively have been photographed with Taylor Swift in 12 months. It was all very cynical. It was all very staged. I mean, he was walking along a beach in England, a desolate sort of typical English beach.
A sad beach.
And these weren't like grainy shots taken on a boat half a K off the coast.
Yeah, like they're holidaying privately in Monaco.
Yeah. The Phelps was like 20 metres away standing on a rock. And it was, I was very cynical about the whole thing. Anyway, I'm sure they were very much in love. It didn't last. It's very sad. But the 4th of July weekend, he was photographed wearing an I Love TS t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Which was unfortunate.
After dating for only 6 months?
Not even. It's like 3 weeks. Wasn't it the Met Gala that they met at?
I haven't looked into TMZ or BuzzFeed recently for a while.
I'm sorry to go into so much detail, but I think we just need to timeline this. So I reckon they've been dating for about 6 weeks.
Right.
Well, actually, supposedly they met at the Met Gala, They danced at the Met Gala, but she was still going out with Calvin Harris at the time. So I reckon that they probably didn't break. She probably didn't break up with Calvin Harris for maybe another 2 weeks. So it was probably within a month that he was at the 4th of July in the LFTS.
Do you reckon he actually mimed and danced to her song "Shake It Off" to impress her?
Oh, so you know that fact?
What's that?
That's what they were dancing to?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
Her song. No.
At the Met Gala?
I was going one step further, that if he was happy to wear a T-shirt that says "I love TS," that he might be wearing the T-shirt. You know, in the movies and maybe in real life, how women often wear undies or no undies with their boyfriend or lover's T-shirt on.
Love that look.
Can you imagine him with her T-shirt on, with undies and no undies? In fact, imagine this. But rather than it being long and covering up his genitalia, his manhood, it ended at the belly button because her T-shirt, right?
Yeah.
And he's doing full-on lacy man, no undies, dancing, no pants, but a fitted tight I love TS Taylor Swift T-shirt upstairs, and the meat and potatoes just bouncing around,
jiggling around to shake it off.
Shake it off.
Shake it off.
For her.
Woohoo. Yeah.
But not ironically.
Like seriously, like
seriously, like really,
as in, like,
really
I'm
focusing on
a
the
triple
moves.
threat. I'm an actor, singer, and a dancer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch me dance.
And you know that she Snapchatted it like a GIF, backwards and forwards, with just like the meat going one way and the potatoes going the other way, with a slight little pot belly.
You've really thought about this.
I have.
I like it.
Let me guess where you're going. You want a crystal ball and say, if you were Tom Hiddleston or perhaps his management team, what would you do next?